Yeah, time to start mass murder.
I'm just fine, sir man. And you? Sit.
Air, water.
Sit.
He's nothing special.
Poor little toys. Poor, quiet toys. I'm just fine, sir man. 1, 2, whee!
Slightly frozen. It's a shame. Now, die. 15,600, no fighting involved. And this is the start.
Take no prisoners!
That's the spirit. Kill all things. Further or casualties.
Brave of you to disturb me, human. In your experience, has bravery been a particularly effective defense against disemboweled? Well, that
Can you bring
I
it
understand.
here? Righteous. Ooh, that's irrelevant. I would lose pickpocketing. Do I care?
What can I do you for? Now there's I'm always muttering beneath this.
I've got my eye on you.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Huge discounts on magic balls.
We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
I gold. Good cards, 3 shine.
I think you know full well, boy.
2 o'clock. 3 of spades. Time to make finally. I've got plenty of gold for you. Take it
What
all.
was the minimum?
Bow.
5 gold. Fine.
Anything for you.
I'm going to call that.
Anyone. Can I just?
Call.
The peace I
Now
live
for the
in
turn
serving the
card.
goddess.
Jack of
Light
clubs.
peace, I say.
Interesting.
Let the light
Check.
die that may
Check.
live.
Let's see that last bloody
This
card.
thief was no boy
Fine,
of mine.
fine. I'll check.
Let him rot on the gallows.
Let's see what we have hiding under there. 6 of
Another one for the gallows.
I'm overheating here.
I'll give up the 2 lovers. Although that sort of
My kingdom for a dry shirt.
the point of this is to get an advantage as much as possible to the humans. So I'm not sure if there's any point to that.
Perhaps you haven't heard, whelp. Every time a foot soldier disturbs me, I take his head to compensate for my time.
Armory key?
You have it in your very possession, you
I don't even know where this really
It seems left.
obedient. That could be a problem. Obedient 2, independent 6. Yeah, it's not a problem. I'm not sure where would this apply really.
I've got my eye on
I need to dry off.
That's technically the armory. That's a treasury. Secret cellar. But the armory was stolen. There's nothing there. So I'm not really sure what's supposed to be the armory in this game.
Warm as dragon's breath. I feel like I've just had a long long bath in a cold
I
lake.
understand there's been something of a mix-up concerning the armory key.
You see, all mother,
I'm drenched!
You what, girl? Tell me.
Well, you see, this human here took the thing and I was...
The human. These apes are nothing to us. Do you understand? Nothing. What a terrible disappointment.
small bones? I'd like to
Just
hear more
think.
on that subject.
My lieutenant dying just before the Great War.
Go suck on a sick troll, sleeping
Dying? Oh, mother! But why'd I go for a troll?
Every which way I look, one of my boys is failing me. A terrible shame.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Ogmer. Ogmer is the one who puts them hanging, right?
Too rich for my blood.
So what next? Do I want to keep the two lovers up? I don't think there's really a point to it.
It's heating up.
I think I'd much rather get the party started.
Vermin could harbour such useful relics.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
And the sort of trades we're getting from these are not in our favor, trade points. So I think I'm causing more trouble with this personally now I'm making video games.
Get them before they turn to ash. Human haggis. Been too long, hasn't it, brother?
I haven't even asked my question.
That is because there is nothing you can
Cards, three shave.
besides guarding the
Bacon like a
god's
cake.
door. You hear?
Okay,
Loud and bloody well clear, sir.
May your sword never sully, and your shield never shatter.
By the goddesses, since I'm parched.
Then shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right.
I knew it. I felt in my heart that Garrick was dead. But we'll honour his memory in blood. By our you kobold slinger, so we will. The horn you found proves the thief and the murderer is an orc. I need no further incentive. The wolves howl and the bears growl. I'm coming for you, Grutilda. And you. You have shown you are a friend of the mountains. Join me. Together we'll undo every last.
This is taking bloody
Oh, I
edges.
wish they were
Brothers of Tanarad around here.
Blood brothers of Jarl. The orcs have betrayed our alliance, and so we show them the
I feel like I've
meaning
just
of
had
the
a long
mountain's
bath in a
might.
cold lake.
Gruntilda! Come out here,
I need
you
to be
beast.
shielded a little bit.
Face me. By the mace of Barhan Skullgrinder, you'll heed my call. Grutilda! Grutilda! Face me, you she-devil! I know you stole our bloodstones. I know one of your dogs spilled the proud mountain son's blood, and I have the proof to back it up. Ah, Jarl, chief of the snow-clad peaks and conqueror of worlds, hereby sentence you to death. My blood brother's demise will not go unavenged.
Oh, Jarl. Do calm yourself. You're positively hysterical. Now, we first know this world is meant to come. You didn't think I, an all-mother, would bow to some witch calling herself the conduit to the goddess, did you? Gullible little ape, aren't you? The so-called conduit was only as useful as her little tricks with bloodstone and tenebrium. After that, it only made sense to gather the stuff alongside, rather than against her immaculate. But now, all that is over. Would you like to see what's become of your precious bloodstones, Jarl? Have a look.
Yeah, still doing about 300 points of damage per strike, even with the damage reductions. 800 to 923. Permanent, permanent, permanent. The more dead allies, the stronger you become. That's the big problem. Massive resistances all around. I'm not sure what the best thing for us to do is. The mountain warriors are at our side at the moment. These have a massive amount of damage, not massive amount of durability. I need to protect myself against her, so I don't think I want to go full damage. Are there others I need to take? No, 4 targets. Still, they're powerful targets. Stunned, 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 and she's doing fine. Once Clotilda is gone, then we can worry about the others. Mountain warriors are not nearly as tough to take down. Or rather, they can't do nearly as much damage to me as the Dread Orcs. Still, I'm not going to take part in this. Even if every mountain... I actually don't know. Because mountain warriors are our allies, should we fully support them? Try to keep as many of them as alive as possible. It'll limit the spells I can use. Okay. Tilda is slaughtering them.
You think you're doing?
I think I accidentally did damage to the mountain men. They're still not hostile, so we're fine. I think I more or less created electrified fields than did any serious damage to anyone.
Nimble as a fox.
More orcs joined the fight, but nothing too serious. Seems like it's up to me to keep Matilda in check. I'm not getting any experience from the mountain warriors though if I do this. I don't like that. So if you could all burn down in hell, that would be great.
Battering ram!
I need a scroll.
Stop that!
What did I get experience from? Hard to say. Electrified blood. God damn it. I was only complaining about something that they're not hostile yet, so... Matilda is still doing well. But they're still on my side, not sure how long that'll last. I was about to say there's another Dark Avenger, but no, there are not. And I'm still not getting
My
experience from the
Ebbing
undead.
away.
That was close. I was hit with 979 slashing damage and I absorbed 1509 out of that. So that was fun. What was the attack? Right, battering ram. This might be a decent time to use a healing potion. Maybe even another one. Good ring, mail bracers. Right, superior mail armor, everything here is potentially useful to me. I think I'll put out the fires. Seeing will benefit me to keep them on. Fight is straight over. Just gonna make enemies fight. Dyson is still going strong. Richard and Julian are alive.
I know the ways of the scavengers, yes.
They hate me. They hate me with a passion. No, not that'll make any difference. Ice preferably though.
Final silence awaits you.
We'll have to go with them. There are other fights going on, so we need to take part in them. Looting happens later.
Sweet release.
Even if every one of these survives, that's sort of irrelevant if I just kill them later.
Stitch in time, eh, my friends?
That should do it.
It's heating up.
Indeed it is.
My blood boils.
The other fights.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Bet you are. Fighting that many mountain men at the same time could also be a problem. At the same time, they would have a unified damage profile, so they would be easier to take down. And we are very good at using a distraction to get them to group up, and then just piling some kind of master attack on them, so I'm not too worried. Also, I'm somewhat curious at least what happens if we fully side with one faction over the other. And since orcs hate us, it has to be the humans. Still, it's half the experience we get from this place, so I would hate to ignore that. I want to reach level 20 this time. There's a great orc slayer. Everyone else seems to be trivial. Yeah, that hurts. We want to minimize the damage the orcs do. They're basically stealing experience at this point. Air weakness. I suppose I could cast a master spell, but at the same time it sort of seems unnecessary.
From the tingling in my fingers to the twitching of your corpse.
The orcs are going to get slaughtered anyway. I mean, if I was alone here, that's even better, but we are outnumbered than maybe 2 to 1, or if not even 3 to 1.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
There's still maybe an enemy or two at the wizard's house. There were a couple of orcs there initially, at least. Outside of that, I don't see where they could still be orcs. I need to talk to one of the leaders. Yeah, we have a little bit of a support group here. The negative side, that's a lot of people before we do anything. I'm thinking of saving on my own turn, because if these guys leave or something like that after the fight is done, I need to start killing them now. And this is pretty much the last chance I'll have, so save. I'll go with ice. I want to accidentally start shocking the others. And you're dead.
Was that the last of them? Too bad. I was just starting to find my rhythm.
What exactly was it then? Where is their leader? He simply followed me here, and the fight doesn't seem to end on its own.
The day is ours, and by the fists of Hodder Granite Flesh, what a victory this is. We have overcome even the might of Bloodstones Unleashed, which will, I believe, both please and fear the blessed Conduit. But don't think I didn't notice your prowess in battle either. It's good to have you on our side. You have the brother, as shall we. The Conduit will want these stones refilled with human blood. Back in the direction of the mountains we'll go and seek. Off we go, sons of the peaks! And you, Immaculate, blessings of a...
Yep. It's all gone now. I want to see them literally going there though. Yeah, I need to... There's no way I can stop any of them. Are they gathering up somewhere? Or just literally running to the end of the earth.
Ready!
A little bit of reputation and some experience doesn't really make up for it, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not even sure about the rare experience part. And then there's here. No. I don't give a shit about that. That would just cause us to lose the bloodstones. Do they even have bloodstones? I don't know. But one way or another we want to start a fuss.
Stand strong, strike harder!
The day, the dawn, as shall we. The conduit will want the... Off we go, sir!
We completed the quest, we got the experience. And no one got time to leave yet. Excellent. We're still in fairly good position. Okay, I need something that's has a decent amount of hit points. The only thing you need to do is hold your ground, more or less.
Resurrect Remnant! Time for some fancy footwork!
Now gather around him as much as you can. He'll probably survive a turn. After that, I need to do something drastic. Yeah, the archers are gonna stay outside. So, but they're also much easier to take down. So if I could to really cripple their melee warriors, that's enough. It's not really a problem with that we can't get them all. There's just too many at the moment. Not all of them wanted to join up. It's fire weakness. Weakness might be a strong word here, but yeah, fire is probably the best bet. I want to reposition myself. Why can't I do it? Because I'm on stairs. That's why it won't work. Problem is, I don't want to specifically be here. I can maybe do a single attack. Right. Because the resistance is lower. This is not good, but
Live like there's no tomorrow.
I think we have to do it. Right. All burn in hell. Yeah, they didn't exactly all die. Wondering what else I should cast. Something. I need to cast something. This is a dangerous situation for me. Won't be able to do anything on the next turn, really. How's your poison resist? They're strong. It's nothing special. I need someone to buy me time. I don't want to use another Master Level attack unless they're more concentrated there. I'm thinking of maybe something an Earth Elemental. You have the levels that might actually be somewhat useful at this stage.
Golem, come forth.
Invisible. Yeah, it will have elemental deadly spores. They'll poison, then they'll explode. That's how I think. That's what I think will happen at least. Don't want throw into the fire. I don't want them to come near me. There's only 5 guys left, so this would not really require anything special to get rid of. And they refuse to come there anymore. Richard is the exception. Good one, Richard. You did the right thing. I need to wait a turn. Okay, 5 minutes, right. Richard doesn't want to end his turn. No, this just doesn't really represent accurately what's going on now. They still have a decent amount of health, decent amount of damage they do. So trying to fight against them normally will take a lot of time if they even want to come back to the fight. Still, I could take care of him. Richard doesn't seem to be all that involved in this fighting either. I suppose it's better than nothing. And since it took damage, it just disappeared. I wish you couldn't. I wish you couldn't summon it there. If you're gonna lose it anyway, you will. It's worse than not being able to summon it. Okay, let's go with a little bit of ice here. This is more intended to be a visual block than anything else. So the archers can just... Well, they can probably fire over it. Well, whatever. See what they do. It's trying to go around. That's a long way to go.
I can thwart your every move.
Yeah. Skeleton will not be able to survive, but on the positive side it'll drain up their storage of action points. I need to get rid of the Fury. I'm taking a massive amount of physical damage. The problem is they still split into 2 groups. Okay, this is a little bit better. Does the other mountain man have the action points to do this too? Because if I get the melee guys here, that more or less solves my little problem. Yeah, I think this is about as good as we can expect. Right, now things show accurately again. Lost all the damage buffs. So now would be a terrible time to do almost anything. We're still in cooldown anyway. I think I'll go with invisibility. That doesn't mean we can't do something. That is the best throw I've ever seen.
Incoming!
I was hoping for a little bit of burning effect to lower their resistances. Right, once we come out of this invisibility effect, we'll have to get a lot of things done. 3 of them basically have to die. Yeah, and they spread about enough that any kind of master level attack would not achieve all that much. And if I go with rage, I'll have to deal with that for 3 turns. I still think that's overall a solid plan. I think I'll throw this one there and then rain shit upon them. Strictly speaking, I don't need to waste the Oath of Desecration, but that means I'll need to waste 8 points getting the damage buffs on, and with my current amount of hit points, that's not gonna work. I'll have to wait. At least this way I can get 2 of my turns to be one after another, so I can buff on this turn just and switch to the other without being attacked in the meantime. And I'll probably have enough action points to do a single meteor strike without having to use any kind of special abilities, which I can't afford to use anyway.
Blood boils!
So, good thing something's falling. Oath of Desecration. Could throw something else in there too, maybe haste. Not sure that's worth it. These action points should be more valuable to me. But why not just attack now? Because I can't. This is cheaper than casting this same thing out from a spell, from my
Light as a feather!
old skills. Right. Okay, 2 enemies left, Richard and the Archer. And the Archer is not much of a challenge to us. I think I need to give it some entertainment though, maybe. Richard. Can't attack
Rather like
Richard.
a lightning rod, aren't you?
A simple character here we can do. At the same time, we might as well go with a Bandit Decapitator. It's not gonna like I'm gonna run out. This is an exceptional fight, the biggest fight basically in the game. He's going to attack, there's nothing else he can do. And we don't really have to worry about him for no we do, because he has action points in storage so he has the mobility to reach us. It's actually a positive thing I think. We might be able to force a heal, although that would be much more likely with the archer. But I don't think I care. I think we want to kill things.
You are but kindred to my triumphant blaze.
Might be able to disable him.
Draw to inevitable defeat.
Yeah, he has no heals left here. Special ability at this, there, yeah. Large fire resistance potion. That's something. Not enough, but it's something. You probably are not resistant to earth, are you? Rare uses of tectonic spray. My summon will survive,
Dust storm.
but it's petrified. Ah. Can't win them all. Target is out of sight, really. Right, nice little fight. And we got a level up? Yes, level 19. That was more or less the goal always. Better do the looting now before I forget where we killed things. This could very well be our final shopping trip too. We have to ask what we need. Spells maybe? And need is a fairly strong word in this case, I think. We might need, but probably not. So we're going to do a shorter shopping trip this time. We need like a couple of likely locations where we can get more spells and allow us to identify the equipment we've got in all this fighting. We got a decent one.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Should be, most of the loot should be here. Well, at least good ones. Clotilda provided everything she dropped is a potential replacement equipment. That is rare. I'm very pleased with that. $35 Tenebrium bars. So basically I got back everything I've sold to these looters. Well, most of it at least.
Sigurd's beard, what a find! Lucky find!
Yeah, I think most of this is just my craft, because large perception potions 13. What else could that be? Also these paintings. So these were the correct places to sell them.
Sigurd's beard, what a find!
There's quite a few paintings here. I think pretty much all the paintings from this entire area. We still have to decide what we're gonna do with that bone totem. So this would be a good idea to visit the 2 skeleton shopkeepers for the last time. Not gonna be another one. Yeah, a lot of gold and this and that. Where are these? I think there's a goblin inside here. I didn't see it take part in the fight. Rest. He's nothing.
I bind you in solemn battle oath. Time to burn the candle at both ends! Back on my feet again!
Bartender is long gone, which is not exactly surprising. There was a outlying group of in one of the houses, a pair of mountain men doing some exploration. Not sure they're still there. Might as well take a look. Corpse of Gural. More paintings. This is where the female priest died. Right, there's probably mostly nothing here because we looted, pickpocketed quite a bit of few people. So the few items they had were immediately used, or I
It's
have
heating
them
up.
still. Either way, fairly pleased with this. So What did we get? We have ability points we don't particularly have a use for, but enough to get armor specialist up a little bit if we really want to. I'm sort of inclined to stick it to speed. Action points provided and initiative provided by that is very useful. Either way, we don't have to choose that now. What we do have to do is take the talent though. 2 extra ability points. This would be okay, 7. 6 is needed for armor class. I mean the armor skill to get up to a level where I could use the heaviest of armor. I will still lack strength though. So again, I need to take a look at what gear I have before I can make a choice here.
Way to beat the odds, Wanderer. You did what now? Cleared the village of my best customers, did you? Well, we've got a word for that in the afterlife, you damn bone poacher.
It's heating up.
I'll talk to the cat before going to meet the other one. Seal Harbor.
Hello again. Do you bring good news?
Right. This house had a couple of monster men.
I need to dry up.
I'm fairly certain they took part in this fight. There's another area with a couple of wooden piles. Yeah, they took part in the fight already. Yeah, I've already looted these. Okay. Still, that's money pile. Nedrit Orc even. I was wondering who the hell killed you. Shrug? Final goodbyes. With level 20, I'm not gonna bother doing this unless I feel like I'm desperately in need of something specific. At that point, what does it matter? Resistance-wise, it doesn't matter. It took only new equipment might require it, and let's be honest, it's only new armor. Where the physical damage resistance is dropping, and it's no good. It's still above what I want it to be, but
quite busy finding for the moment, but if there's
another
something
level
you'd
up
like
will
to
drop
buy,
it
I could
further.
set all that aside for a few delicious moments.
It's not quite so simple. At level 20, we'll one-handed plus 3 speed. We'll lose out on Constitution, which is not that serious, but 3 speed guarantees at least 1 extra action point, maybe even 2. Also, this does somewhat more damage. Also, chance to chill and get more hit points. Level 19 weapon, so the enchantment there we can get attached to it will probably be stronger too. I think it's a worthwhile thing to maybe go for. At the same time, I'm not so sure. The biggest positive would be that it's a level 19 item. Level 18 plus 2 speed on an armor. But armor-wise, it's nothing special, and we're specifically trying to improve our armor. It's one of the few things that might still be improved. This one can't do identification really, but we probably have a huge amount of treasure items and like, so we can get rid of those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can live without these guys. Might as well add some rubbish in here. I mean, we have nothing to lose by adding it. What about the weapon itself? Yeah, I'm not super attached to it. At the same time, we haven't exactly gotten good weapons constantly, and the strength requirement would be reasonable. It's something I can afford, so I think it's better if I take it. Yeah, I might not use it, but it's at least I have an option. $14,000 and some miracle.
Goodbye then, good friend.
And this is the final goodbye indeed. Might as well get rid of them now, otherwise I'll just forget it. It's not in any way important with what we're trying to do here. Why can't we enter? Because the door is probably blocked at this stage still. Opens only when we get closer. Like I don't recall exactly what we need to do. Stick the totem there and do something with it.
I am returned to my true. I benefit from a magic more powerful than you could begin to comprehend. It nourishes me. Cordelia, mother of, and her work grows and thrives. Brothers and sisters alike to me in function. No longer will souls waste their power in the Hall of Echoes. Let them Tara and her husband haunt their bones wander the earth as tradesmen. Content enough, their fate is not one to be mourned. Such a decision is not yours to make. Their souls are...
So keep them as traders or just end it.
Take them if you wish. There will be more. There will all...
But we got romantic, which I don't want. Romantic 3, pragmatic 5. Getting a little bit too close for comfort.
I didn't think I'd ever find you. All was darkness. All was chaos.
Never again. May we never part again, my love.
Still, doesn't particularly matter. Need to visit someone who can identify my crap. Has enough funds to buy my crap. Hopefully has something to offer that is positive and an improvement to us. Might also go through my list of secrets. No idea where some of them are really hinting at.
You again, my friend.
Okay,
And
let's
so
take a
soon
look.
after tomorrow, how can I help you
Gear
this
level
time?
19 and 20. Strength plus 3 on an item before any bonuses. I have to get this because this will be a solution to a lot of our problems. Strength is our biggest problem, so we're looking at strength 5 on the sword alone, which will basically guarantee that strength is not going to be a problem for us. Alternatively, perception, which is not nearly as good. The big benefit of this is that the weapon is sort of trivial to us. So this would allow us to switch the strength boosting items elsewhere. The current weapon we have had 0 strength originally. So that's a big improvement. Plus 3 strength. Is that plus 3 strength and leadership? This does more damage. Shield status plus 3 strength. It has inbuilt water damage, that's what it has. These are fairly similar. Strength shield, strength leadership shield, leading. They're both level 19 equipment pieces. I don't know which one I would take. Shield has its bones benefits. Bleeding would probably work against. I don't think it really works on a lot of things really. At the same time, shield would be a negative against certain opponents, but this is a water weapon, so we could increase that water damage further. Not sure I want it though. This would be pure damage, so no elemental attached. So I think that would be a better pick for what we usually want to do. So yeah, I would consider that a significant improvement. Potential better armor. Dexterity bonuses. An unbreakable. Why? Just terrible things. Shield maybe. Immunity to being crippled. Not bad, but we have a massive amount of resistances already. +1 willpower. Immunity to being petrified. This is all crap. Old crap rather. Intelligence and speed. None of this is bad, perhaps, but it's an unfortunate combination of things. Better boots. We'll lose some hit points, but they're better boots, no doubt about that. Because we're desperate in squeezing a little bit of extra armor out of things. These would provide extra armor. Not much, but still. I might be able to do better. The biggest thing about this is this would maintain the +3 initiative I'm getting from the current boots. And that's fairly important to me. Armor rating superior with these, we would lose initiative. But this is also reflects melee damage as piercing, which is not really a problem. It's the elemental reflection that's the problem. So yeah, two potential items. I'm not sure I want to buy them, I want to add them to the list. They're 12,000 worth in gold. Not particularly impressed. Right, I want the latest. There should be quite a lot. Most of it was already identified. I'll try to pick the non-magical versions. Right, that's more or less it. The branches act as a good indicator where the new stuff starts to appear. This is not a particularly good ring. It's not terrible, but it also isn't good. Right, this is all good new stuff. Some of it is identified because I've looked into their inventories before. Right, but it's still new stuff. Unbreakable shield, which is fine, but a piece of crap. Speed plus 3. Yeah, I don't see how it can possibly compete with the strength item. There's nothing horrible about this, just low armor class. Sturdy plus 3, nothing horrible. These are all for a different type of a character. Perception plus 2 could be useful if we go hunting down some secrets, but I doubt it, but I'll do it. Immunity to being petrified, and flare. No. It's a rope. It's a blades. Immunity to being poisoned. Staff. Unbreakable weapon. Rubbish. And rubbish. Decent armor, but not for us. Movement inflicts stun on contact, enabling resistance, dexterity, for a very different type of character. Terrible. And bow and telekinesis, that's no. For a very different type of character, yes. Still, we got something out of it. I think I'll buy a large telekinesis potion and large invisibility potion too. Why not? I can afford it. And with 43,000.
Good day, good.
Yeah. The weapon is the biggest thing we can do. Crafting gear. What exactly am I looking at? Strength and leadership. Right. I'm looking for a I need to go to the armory to get access to the proper tools. I can improve the weapon a little bit, besides adding strength to it. Strength and dexterity, in fact. It might be enough this time to get 100% success on our haste and invisibility abilities that we have from the scoundrel skill tree. Where's the... How do I sharpen my weapons? There we go. Whetstone wheel. Can do something similar with the crushing weapons, but there's no need to touch that now. I'm not sure if we could improve glove armoring somehow. I doubt it, but there's very little harm in trying. Ah, okay. I don't want elemental damage added. Yeah, +5 strength, +2 dexterity. So dexterity wise nothing new, but strength wise a massive easing of pressure on the strength one. Yeah, we had a 1 extra point in strength before we lost all of our equipment. With this, that changes. Yeah, we have 4 extra points now. Definitely afford a little bit of an improvement on the armor front. Basically a plate armor that would be divine quality or legendary quality. I mean, I'm not even asking for much. I can improve the armor rating a little bit. I do intend to make my own plate armor, at least one, to basically get an idea what type of armor rating I should expect at the current level. 114. No. This is a craft version. This is a craft version. 124. So it's a 4-point improvement per level up. I don't think it's worth to re-enchant everything again just to get that. If there be a realistic place we can get plate armor. I mean, this is... I would have to invest points in armor specialist. There's no getting around that if I do that. How much for the 3 points? I can't get it now. If I take all skilled up with the 2 extra bloody points, then I can get it. Gonna be knocked down. Immunity to being muted. I don't think anyone has even tried. The one prostitute. Yeah, that's not exactly all that great. I don't care about any of these. I'm not saying they're bad in any way, I just don't give a crap about them. Maybe they're all skilled up, but that would require me to actually find the armor. There's no point trying to spend points unless I have something ready. So I have to go around maybe selling some of this crap. There's no way I have a use for it. And I don't think I'm gonna craft anything either. No. We did get some new item pieces. Yeah, better boots. Well, better is a strong word for this. It has a higher armor rating. And it's more or less the same. We'll lose a little bit of 100 hit points by switching. But that's not that big of a deal. Can bracers be enchanted with anything useful? Don't think so. Of course they can. Everything. Yeah, this is the better armor rating by wise of an item, but we'll lose initiative. That's a bit of a problem. I'll live with it. The resistance value is a little bit higher than the previous item, so it's a higher level item. But the difference is minimal. The real benefit comes from the armor rating, and I'm not sure how big of a benefit that is. I think that's enough crafting for a while. We could give up a strength item now. There's a good chance I was holding on to a strength item because I needed strength, but with the sword that's no longer the case. I could realistically give up 2 points in strength and I would not be really vulnerable to anything. Armor rating to 24, so 61%. It was worth it. What don't I like? Where is strength where there shouldn't be? Sarong and well, basically the Sarong. It has okay resistances, but nothing special. It had the Tenebrium, but we have 10 extra of that already. I wanted to stay at 100. I'm just saying there's nothing all that special about the Sarong. There's a good chance we already have a better one. Strength and intelligence. Tenebrium, poison. Yeah, Tenebrium and poison, winter blast, water resistance. This would be better. Poison is a little bit of a weakness for me. Is that it? Yeah. We would get a new spell and basically 21% extra poison resistance. I don't think I give a shit. I'm just saying we could probably get something better there if we really want to. If poison becomes such an issue, we can deal with that. But it's not that important for me. I don't dare give up the ability points. Not to the demon. Level 20 is the deciding moment. I'm not gonna get much out of it. What would I get? We could also invest in the shield. It's not that great, but the blocking chance gets increased by 5%. So we could get it somewhere around 50% blocking chance. That's probably a bigger physical damage reduction than anything I can do to armor anyway. And it's not really. We would basically not be tied up to anything. Not extra strength in such a clear manner. Not any real skill requirements or anything like that, just a little bit of a extra blocking chance. The 31% is already significant. 41, and we would have 2 extra points if we really needed. Yeah, I think while we could get a little bit of extra from trading with the demon, I don't know if it's worth it. Because physical defense is the real thing that I'm worried about, and this will guarantee it. But it's only like 10-15% extra maybe. Is it really worth it? And I haven't even had to use a healing potion in a fight in a long time. The Grutilda was the exception. Everything else, it just is not relevant already anymore. So I don't know. We lost a little bit of constitution. Um, where to spend the points then? Talent. Something that either aids us in attacking or immunity to knockdown or mute. That might be a thing. But again, with such high resistances, would I really care? I don't think so. Perform attack of no. Maybe extra health percentage, but constitution would be better. Extra armor. This would be such a minimal increase that I'd like to say I don't care, but at the same time, where else could I get better things? I mean, these are all sort of terrible. Now my man at arms skills is at 2. Right, so 7 points of extra armor rating. It's irrelevant, but they're all shit. That's the point. And it'll still block more. I'll leave them because I don't need them. And I suppose more importantly, maybe I'm still holding out hope for the armor. Even a half decent magical armor would have abilities I can't get through any other means. So I'm not gonna visit all that many shops. I want to visit the shop here though. There's a reasonable chance of having correct level items.
Greetings! Feel free to browse our wares. Highest
Not even
quality
close.
equipment at the lowest price,
Level...
you know.
Oh, there's the level 19 item. Poison resistance, tenebrium... inflict poison on contact. We could get more armor out of this than what we currently have. Requires strength 13, which we have. But inflict poison on contact, that's it. That's the cost of spending so many ability points. Strength plus 3, so it's the same thing basically. Except chance to cause stunned in addition, instead of having leadership. But it's an elemental weapon, so I would prefer the one we have. No elemental special things attached to it. Right, I came here to also dump some of the equipment we had. I clearly am not using bows, so we could get rid of those, for example. Right. I guess I'll sit on the points until level 20. Just in case we want some proper armor. I don't think that's a sensible choice really, but I'm holding on to hope. I'll go into the Phantom Forest section of the Phantom Forest map to leave things there. Right, need to cross that. Nothing we can really do in this section anymore. Need the special amulet. Phantom Protection. It's a shitty amulet, but who cares? Just need it for a moment.
Source Hunter, you stand at the very doorstep of dreaded Phantom Forest, and before you enter these woods, I need to tell you something. Something about me. The first thing I will her tale it. She was kind. We talked. Don't worry. I loved. They dragged so. And that is the very reason I'm divulging all this. To warn, I fear that humanity be that as I haven't laid up.
Zandelor's amulet is protecting me. The spectral taint has no effect.
Nothing worthwhile. Any loot? Not really. So after this point, things should be fairly straightforward. There's a couple little things we have to solve, and then there's the temple, and that's basically all the game before we head for the
clear
final
of the
battle.
Spectre's taint. It seems only the area directly around the bridge is haunted.
I'm trying to go through all the poison areas. I want to get rid of the amulet after this, so... Alright. What was I using? Amulet, that must have been it. Right. Right. What am I looking at? How much reflection do we have? 20% melee as piercing, 20% melee as earth, so 40%. That's fine. I still don't like the amulet. So armor and amulet, and maybe the sarong could be thrown away, depending on what we find. But the rest, more or less, is what we're gonna stick with. Immunity to stunned isn't a good ring, but it's a ability I'm not giving up. Most of the strong enemies will be using electricity against me. Shield blocking chance isn't great, but it has constitution anti-nuclear resistance. So air resistance is 142. Right, everything else looks fine. I think we could be, even if we don't get anything new, this is good enough to wrap up the game.